Alright, Ed, so we're coming through into the kitchen
Just gonna put on the kettle.
and oh,
Oh.
somebody's twin. But this is like the kitchen. I'm trying to do this so it doesn't like blur and stuff. But
I will take the dog outside.
okay, I've just got to. This is walking off the kitchen into the utility room, aka the metal detecting center.
No, my laundry room.
Cleaning center. Here is a selection of different bits and bobs that came up over the last 4 outings. Loads of targets, lots of old bits of copper and bits of brass and stuff, you know. This is all the sort of miscellaneous type stuff. You know, like bits of wire and stuff like that. And just some copper, brass doodads. Nothing that I feel is old. I mean, that might be a piece of silver. That might be a piece of silver, but I'm not really sure. It's too far gone. And this is the box of conglomerate stuff that I have to try and pound up. You see this sort of thing? There's something encrusted inside that. I think it's like a old school. Alright, kitty. Like a old school lamp type deal. See? Yes, kitty. Yes, you're great. And then I don't know what this is. It's another big sort of coppery, brassy looking thing. Nothing terribly old, I imagine, but could be wrong. So I need to check it, make sure. But there's these big chunks of conglomerate stuff, like here's a classic example right here. I mean, this is a lump of iron that's fused all the rocks and stuff together. But there might be something other than iron in there, and I'll explain in a minute about that. But so now we're going to the table, and we're going to start over here with the sinkers and lead. So here's kind of like modern type sinkers, ultra. Well, I don't know what these are. There's some sort of weird surf sinker. There's a little pile of just sort of lead and stuff that you'd know, beach lead, whatnot. Now there's what I was talking about, the conglomerate stuff. This is a piece of that conglomerate. You see there's a white stone on top, and then there's iron encrusted into the object. But look at the top there. That's a piece of like a brassy sort of object. I have no clue what that is, so I'm gonna have to bust that out and try and make heads or tails of it. But you find, I know James, I know some other guys that have found bits and pieces of buckles, full buckles, and all sorts of things in these conglomerates. So you never want to throw them away. You always want to check them out. So as I was saying, there's lead sinkers. These are like the homemade jobbies up the top here. Really some are quite weird. I mean, who knows what age these things are? No idea what at all. I mean, some of them obviously quite modern, but how are you gonna know? There's a piece of lead. Should be there. Here's a selection of just some of the tiny little small things that I've been digging on the beach, and we doodads of copper and brass and stuff. That's kind of interesting though. It's a piece of bronze type deal, and it's quite thick and chunky. I don't think it's a pipe. I think it's something else. I have no clue what it is. But,
You've eaten all my chocolate.
no, I just had a wee bit of your chocolate. So pull tabs, not many on this beach because I've been out in the wet sand, so it's not a terrible lot. And now we move to the fines table proper. There's a lot here, so it's going to be really hard to get it all in. Would you turn the light on for me, Tracy, please?
On?
Yeah. There's not going to make much difference probably, but there's tons of stuff here.
I'd almost go right on top of it.
Yeah, I'm going to head that way. So I'm going to start with this little corner here. What you see in here, is lots of modern coins. It's some sort of token. You've got like 1 penny coins, along the bottom row, and then there's like 2p coins next row, and then 5s, and then 10p's, and then 20p coins, these guys here, some 50s, £1 coins, and a £2 coin, which is quite nice. It's about $1.50 to the pound, I believe, or $1.60 to the pound, so I don't know, there's about $15 there maybe. But here's some things here that so like a little bits of a clock was all over the place on this beach. I mean, scattered everywhere. That might be a different clock actually, but you know, it's bits of stuff all over the place. But kind of moving along the side here to the spoon section. Loads of bloody spoons. You know, this one's Victorian, I think. It's at first I thought it was like, but I found a big old silver spoon. You know, you see the hallmarks there. But alas, it's just plated stuff. It's not. It's Victorian. You know, it's 1800s probably Victorian, but it's got kind of a neat little shield thing on the bottom. You can see that here. That's pretty bad. Like, see that shield thing there? Kind of cool. Then moving to the coin sections again. Here we have some Southern Irish coins from the 1940s. That's one side, and then that's the other side. I kind of like, you know, flipped them over for you to see. There's a little 5-penny coin there. He's not silver, he's copper and nickel, I think. There's this little weird sort of thing here. It's I'll come away from the table for a minute. Kind of a strange looking thing. But so going up the coins, you've got the Queen, the present Queen, back in the 50s and 60s, 70s, because they did away with these bigger coins and went to the modern coins I showed you first in the 1971, I think. So yeah. Then we go up to this range of coins here, and we're talking this row here, Ed. We're talking from about 1914 through to about 1925. And strangely enough, there's mostly those coins there down there. So I'm thinking that's when the bulk of the activity was happening down there. Some of them have come out like lovely. I mean, look at this. It's just, you know, to think. I'll take it away for a minute. To think that came from a beach is just bonkers. I mean, it's just such a lovely coin. I mean, the condition's fantastic, you know. So, pretty cool. Some not so fantastic. They've been chewed by acid and whatever else. You know, you see the colour there. So this is a very interesting coin here. This is a German coin, and I'll let you. Hopefully this is turning out all right. The light's pretty poor in here, but I believe it's 1889 German 1 Pfennig. I'll turn it over. There's the old German crown, or the old German what do we call it, insignia on the back. So moving up, we're into the Georgian section. Well, actually Victoria. There's Victoria. Those three Victoria, they're worn smooth, so they were in circulation for a long time. But this is the 3 Georgian coins. This one's like I can barely make the date. It's very flat, but I saw 1775. I'm sure. It's just nothing on it. It's just a flat disc, but you can barely see the date on it. This is a nice one. This is I've never found one of these in such good condition. It's 1805, I believe. Yeah, 1805. So that's quite nice there. And then old George is on the back. We'll drop this. There's old George there. You can see him. I can't tell how this is turning out because it looks like it's out of focus. But it's kind of George. And then this coin was a complete surprise and quite a welcome surprise. This is the William and Mary. I'm going to bring it over to the light because I'm really not convinced that you're seeing these, but it's really... So there's 16. It's William and Mary, so you can basically, you can see there was a double head there. There's the outline of the face you're looking at. It's actually Mary, and then William is behind. There he is. So that was quite nice. It was quite nice, really cool to get that. And of course, then there's the buckles. Lovely little articles. I quite like buckles, as you know, and I haven't found any for quite a while. So where am I? There I am. That one's got like a lot of ornate sort of stuff going on. That's the one I think is a knee buckle. The other, I don't know, the other one might be a knee buckle too, who knows. But this is quite ornate looking thing here. So it is. Yeah. And then I'm going to pan back up a little bit. There's some other sort of artifacts, like bits of light thing, and it'll be sort of like stud things, and those grommets, loads of grommets, pen knife, brass comb, which I've never found before, which is weird, and below the brass comb is a, what do you call those things? Gosh, you know what they are. Up here is the jewelry section, quite small. This is a silver ring, and that's a silver ring. That's quite a chunky fella. You can see by the thickness of him, he's really quite good. This was the very first bit of jewelry I got off that beach, and I was thinking, oh, is it gold? It's gold, and I looked at it, and it's pretend gold. It's like plated shit. So I was like, oh man. And this gave me a heartbeat. I made my heart skip a beat. I seen this in the sand, and I thought, oh yeah. And then I pull it out, and I was like, oh man, sunshine. What else is there? The Girl Guide badge there. See that Girl Guide badge? That's 1940s or before it. Quite nice little thing, nice condition. Little pin on the back there. And then there's the gold, of course. And this is hallmarked. Let's see if I can. It's like a little shamrock. I'm gonna pull it around. See if we can't see the hallmarks on this sucker. I don't know if it's gonna focus even. But, this, strangely enough, may be a sword shape. I'm not sure. I think that may be a sword shape. Medieval, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Up here, there's some neat little buttons. This is one from Belfast Harbour. It's like a Victorian, a two-sided thing. It's quite nice detail on this. Belfast Harbour, I think it says on it, yeah. Belfast, where is it? Belfast Harbour. And this is like a World War I British Army buckle. Buckle, idiot. Button. And then just coming round, look at that Tomback button. Isn't that nice? Lots of design on that. That's a Tomback. And it's interesting to see it like found out of the ground, because it's usually, when it comes out of the ground, it's completely grey, but this has like a silvery look to it, Ed. Real silver looking sheen to it. Very nice. Very nice find. I enjoyed finding that. And look, there's a brass button from the ocean, look. The condition of that, Ed. Ooh. And this little buckle is a swim buckle from sort of the 1920s, 30s, 40s. When you find little buckles like that, you know you're in a good area. And this is a lead weight that's very unusual. I think this is quite old. Old fishing weight. I think it's definitely quite old. I think it's like, you know, certainly before 1900. But yeah, that's the find, Ed. Hope you enjoyed looking at that stuff. All this stuff. Hopefully. Oh, before I go, let's focus on this thing. This is the top of a pocket watch, Ed. Now, I don't know if this is gold or not. It really has a bit of a goldy look to it. But what's cool about this is that there's a train etched to the top of it. Like so. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a train. But really, I don't know. It might be just gold plated. My luck. But anyway. Oh, not there. That's a pot mend. That's quite old. Certainly going back. But yeah, I'm hoping to get down there some more and get some more stuff off that beach. I really feel there's more gold down there. But anywho, there you go. This is my box of ash. You know how I clean my coins with ash. Alright, that's it. Maybe I'll do one more thing. I just want to show you, you know, how close the sea is to this place. I'll go outside, and if you look down there, if you see that water, that's salt water, and that's the landmass you're looking at is the island Magee. And at the bottom of that landmass is Browns Bay. So it's a way down there. But it's like 10 minutes in the car. And if you look over here, you see the water just to the left of that telephone pole. That's the open ocean. So it's nice and close, and you know. And let's see if we can see this. I'll see if I can zoom in. I don't know. Down there's a mound, the Norman mound, built around 1190 or something. Anyway, that's it, mate. My back garden. Not too much grass to mow in this one, mate. Gives me more time for me metal detecting. You know, that's all you need. Just one little square, and then there's a field out there and all that. So who needs it? You know, I don't care. But anyway, mate. Hope you enjoyed this, and talk to you soon. See ya.